Akash Paun is from the Institute for Government. Hello, Akash. Very good afternoon to you.
Hi, good afternoon.
And goodness, I mean, it's a long list. It's a long list to get through. What stands out for you in all of this is as some of the most interesting races? I'll direct you a bit because I'm thinking of the fact that we mentioned the mayoral elections in various parts of the country, and we've got a new mayoral election as well.
Indeed, yeah. So as you say, I mean, there's never been a single electoral moment like this, really, at which so many different elections coincide, and the reason for that being, as you say, the postponement of the 2020 elections as a result of the pandemic. So yeah, we've got the big elections in Scotland and Wales. With obviously the issue of Scottish independence at the heart of debate there. And then in England, we've got various types of election, including the so-called metro mayor elections in big city regions like Greater Manchester, West Midlands, Liverpool, and yes, for the first time, the West Yorkshire region around Leeds. And those are, just to be clear, distinct from local mayors who are council leaders in particular in certain areas like Doncaster and Salford, and those type of mayors are up for election as well. So it is quite confusing. There's lots of different individuals and levels of councils up for election. And I think there's going to be a lot of competing stories and narratives coming out before and after the results come in.
I mean, I was reflecting earlier in the afternoon with the head of the local government association, where I mean, we were talking about turnout essentially, and in some years when it's not a general election like this time round, you can be looking at turnout of around 30%, and yet when you think what a huge role local or devolved or regional administrations play in all of our lives, I don't know, is it a bit dispiriting that turnout can be around that sort of figure?
Yeah, I think in this country we've got kind of used to relatively disappointing turnout levels. I mean, when you compare to some other countries in Europe and elsewhere, even our general election turnout is nothing to be that proud of. And yeah, when it comes to the local and mayoral elections next month, I think, yeah, sort of between a quarter and a third of the electorate coming out to vote is what we would expect. Possibly it might be lower than average even because of coronavirus. I mean, people are being encouraged to some extent to vote by post or even by proxy if they don't feel comfortable going to the polling station, or if they have to self-isolate or something like that. But nonetheless, we might see a bit of a hit as a result of coronavirus as well. And I absolutely agree. I mean, these are important roles and important institutions that are being elected. So obviously, we would like to see a higher level of voter engagement, I think.